Yan. So, good morning, good day, engineering buddies. So, here we go again, another day, another set of tutorials here in differential calculus. So, we're still here in applications of maxima and minima under differential calculus. So, let's continue the problem. Problem number 4. Divide 120 in two parts so that the product of one and the square of the other is maximum. Find the numbers. So, what will we do? First things first, we will apply concept of algebra, no? How? So, let x and y be the numbers next. So based dyan, x plus y is equal to 120. So you can see how powerful or how helpful algebra is, no? So even here in differential calculus, we can still apply the concept of algebra. Okay? So x plus y is equal to 120. Next, based on x plus y is equal to 120, um, para mamaya mas madali yung pag-differentiate natin, we can transpose, we can get value of y in terms of x, which is y is equal to 120 minus x. So next statement, the product of one and the square of the other is maximum. So how is that? So let's say product P is just equal to x squared y. So we assume that the number x siya yung naka-square. Okay? So, yan. So, pero based dito, the value of y is 120 minus x. So, P is equal to x squared. Value of y is 120 minus x. So, you can see, mas madali natin ma-differentiate yung P with respect to x kasi puro x na lang yung makikita natin sa other side ng equation. So, let's derive P with respect to x. Automatic, 0 na natin yan. Is equal to 2x x squared. I know, para mas madali pala tayo mag differentiate. Ano natin siya, ikalat natin. So, para magiging 120x squared minus x cubed yan. So, 240x minus 3x squared. Okay? So, quadratic equation yan. You can use your calculator for shift solve or use alpha mode, then find quadratic equation, no? So, base dito, sinod ko na siya kanina, makakuha tayo ng two values of x, which is 80 and 0. So, disregard the 0. Ito yung gagamitin natin. So, meron na tayong value ng x. We can get the value of y, which is 120 minus x, which is 40. So, yun ang hinahanap natin ng number. X is equal to 80. Y is equal to 40. Ito yung hinahanap nating numbers. Okay? So, madali lang siya, guys. Parang algebra lang din. Ito lang naman ang calculus dyan eh. Kung wala yung tanong na maximum, algebra siya eh. Dito pa lang oh. Pero siyempre, ito yung calculus lang natin siya. Okay? So, next problem tayo. Ito yung nilagpasan natin nung nakaraan na mahabang problem. So, basahin ko lang. Two cities, A and B, are 8 kilometers and 12 kilometers respectively, north of a river which runs due east. City B, being 15 kilometers east of A, a pumping station is to be constructed along the river to supply water for two cities. Where should the station be located so that the amount of pipe is a minimum? Okay, so dito, drawing ko na siya. Isa-isahin lang natin. So, meron daw tayong cities A and B. So, meron tayo. Meron tayong cities A, the violet one. Cities B is the blue one. 8 kilometers and 12 kilometers north of a river. So, itong blue line na to, siya yung river natin. So, ito ay 8 kilometers, 12 kilometers. City B being 15 kilometers east of A. So, the distance between cities A and B is 15 kilometers. So, ang pumping station is to be constructed along the river. So, the pumping station is on the river. So, yan yung pumping station natin. Yan, pumping station. So, kailan saan daw natin is-position yung pumping station so that the amount of pipe is a minimum. So, let's assume na nandiyan yung pumping station. The distance between the city A and the pumping station ay ginamit kong variable is Z. And the distance between the pumping station and the city B is 15 minus Z. Why? Because the distance between A and B is 15. Okay? So, yan na. Yan na yung figure natin. So, ano na lang gagawin natin? Yan. Actually, ito kasi sinolve ko na siya, pero hindi ko na binura. Pakita ko na lang. So, itong L is equal to X plus Y. Saan ko nakuha yan? Yung X and Y, yung X siya yung para amount of pipe or distance, amount of pipe, yes. The amount of pipe na magagastos between the pumping station and the CTA. So, I use the variable X and the amount of pipe na magagamit para makonect yung pumping station and the CTB is Y. So, yung L na yan, siya yung total amount of pipes. Okay, so L is equal to X plus Y. Next, ginamit ko tong triangle na to kasi as you can see, makakabuo tayo dito ng triangle. Ayan. Ito, triangle to. Ayan, triangle, right triangle. So, ito siya, drawing ko siya dyan. Ayan. Ayan. So, kumuha lang ako ng relationship 1. Yan. Pythagorean theorem. So, madali lang naman to. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared lang, you know. So, ito, X is equal to square root ng A squared plus Z squared. Same sa kabila. Nakabuo din tayo ng right triangle. Ayan na siya. Pag hiniwalay mo. Ayan. So, ito 12 kilometers. Yan. So, ito Pythagorean theorem lang din. So, ngayon, nung nakakuha na tayo ng relationship ng X and Y in terms of Z, sinubstitute ko siya dito. Ayan. So, dito, ang working equation natin, L is equal to A squared plus Z squared plus square root ng 12 squared plus 15 minus Z squared. Okay? So, DL over derivative ng L, amount of pipe, with respect to Z, is what? So, kunin natin yung derivative nito. So, ito ay 8 squared plus Z squared lang naman raised to 1/2. So, chain rule lang, 1/2 ibaba mo doon. Derivative ng loob. So, 8 squared plus 2Z I know, 2Z lang pala. Sorry. Kasi ano na to, constant. Tama, derivative ng parang UV to eh. U plus derivative nito is 2Z. Ayan. Tapos derivative. Tapos, derivative nito is 2Z raised to negative 1/2. So, matitira dito is 2Z all over 64 plus Z squared pala. Ayan. Malito. U, derivative nito. 2Z plus ito. Derivative ng U plus derivative ng V. Ulitin ko lang ulit. Nalito lang. Ulit. Okay. Chain rule. Ibaba mo doon, 1/2 h squared plus z squared. Derivative ng loob, which is 2z. Huwag kakalimutan yung negative 1/2. So, kapag inano mo, 2z over 2, 64 plus z squared. Raised to 1/2. Ayan. So, bagi dito ay 2z all over 2, 64 plus z squared raised to 1/2. Okay? So, same procedure dito. Magiging, di ba, magiging ano siya? 12 squared plus 15 minus z squared raised to 1/2. So, 1/2, kopya ng loob, 15 minus z squared raised to negative 1/2, tapos derivative ng loob, which is 2. 15 minus z times negative 1. Gets? Sana na gets? Okay. Simplifying, magiging ano to? 144 plus 15 minus z squared raised to 1/2. Tapos yung nasa taas niya is 2. Negative 2. 15 minus z. Okay. Tama ba? Negative 2? Kasi negative 1 to eh. Okay. Tama na yan. So, yan. Pinakita ko lang kung paano siya isolve. I-rewrite na natin dito. Haba no guys? Mahaba to. Plus, ang nasolve natin kanina is, ito ay negative 2, 15 minus z all over 2 square root ng 144 plus 15 minus z squared. Ayan. Next, equal to 0. Ayan. So, paano yan? Ano nang next? Iano mo siya. Di ba magiging 2z all over 2, 64 plus z squared raised to 1/2 is equal to magiging 2, 15 minus z all over 2. Pareho na lang natin. 144 plus 15 minus z squared raised to 1/2. Guys, sana nagigets pa to? Cancel. Cancel na yan. Ano matitira sa atin? Ang natitira sa atin, z all over 64 plus z squared raised to 1/2 is equal to 15 minus z. 144 plus 15 minus z squared raised to 1/2. Malapit na ba tayo? Malapit na ba nating ma-solve? Ayan. Ayan. So, next. Paano natin makukuha pa yan? Madali na to. In terms of z na lang to eh. Actually, pwede mo na itong i-shift solve. Try natin. Try natin i-shift solve na to. Isa na lang, napababa na natin. Shift solve na to. Try natin kung kaya natin, ha? So, let's use value. 64 plus x squared raised to 0.5 is equal to 15 minus x. Actually, dito sa part na to, hindi ko pa nire-recommend si shift solve kasi quadratic equation pa siya. Mayroong quadratic equation sa loob. Pero syempre, as nasa board exam tayo, 144 plus 15 minus ingat sa paggamit ng calculator dito. Yan, kailangan kasama yun sa loob. (0.5) shift solve. Actually, dito siguro tayo mali. Tanggalin natin. Nag-time out kasi masyadong mahaba. Ay, yun nawala. Hindi kaya ng calculator natin na ano. Pero sige, pakita natin. Actually, nasolve ko na to eh. Pero pakita natin kung paano ulit siya nakuha. Try ulit natin i-calculate. Ayun. Na-clear ko. Ulit. X all over 64 plus x squared raised to 0.5 is equal to 15 minus x all over 144 plus 15 minus yan. Next, shift calc. Ayun, may nakuha tayong value. Tama ba? Parang hindi sakto, no? X is equal to 8.12. Sige, isa pa. Hindi sumakto. Kasi quadratic equation kasi to guys eh. Pero sige, tingnan nga natin. Mano-mano na lang natin. Pero sa calculator ko dito guys, kung may calculator kayo na maganda, i-try nyo to. Ang lalabas dyan, z is equal to 6, I think. 6. So, yun ay sagot natin, 6. 6 kilometers east of A. Nasa choices ba yun? Ano, letter D. Pero gusto ko ipakita sa inyo kung paano eh. Algebra na lang naman to guys. Nasa sa inyo na yan kung paano nyo isosolve. Ang magandang gawin dito, square nyo both sides. Kapag na-square nyo both sides, mawawala yung square root sa baba. Tapos expand nyo lang to. Expand nyo lang yung denominator. Makakuha na kayo ng value ng z. Pero sige, mahaba kasi. Sige, pakita natin. Sige. Z all over 64 plus z squared raised to 1/2. Di ba ito yung natira sa atin? 15 minus z all over 144 plus 15 minus z squared raised to 1/2. Ngayon, square mo both sides. Yan. Ang magiging sagot niyan, z squared all over. Nawala yung square root sa baba. 64 plus z squared is equal to magiging 15 minus z squared yan. Kapag in-expand mo, magiging 225 minus 30z plus z squared all over. Mawawala itong square root na to. Pag in-expand mo yung nasa baba na, magiging 225 minus 30z plus z squared. Ayan. Tapos cross multiplication, makakakuha tayo ng quadratic equation. Ang lalabas na value dyan, z is equal to 6 km east of A. Ayan. So, dapat dyan yung pwesto nung pumping station from A para yung magamit na pipe, na amount of pipe is minimum lang. Yan. Hindi magastos. Wala kang magiging ghost project dyan. Kailangan yun ng pwesto talaga. Hindi mo na pwedeng ilayo, hindi mo pwedeng ilapit. Okay? Sige. Pero alam nyo ba guys, nakahaba natin siyang sinolve. Kain oras yan sa board exam. Okay? Kain oras sa board exam na. Kasi yung board exam is all about time management eh. Sabi nga nila, kapag may mga hindi ka ma-solve na problem, you have to skip it. And maghanap ka ng mga problem na kaya mong isolve. Then, kapag may oras pa, dun mo balikan. Kasi, alam ko, bawal tayong magpalagpas ng sagot. At least, sa pag-solve mo ng madali, mapuboost kasi yung ano mo na may makaya ka palang isolve. Unlike kapag nag-stay ka sa mahirap, baka lalo kang ma-stress eh. Okay? So, ang point ko lang, time management ng board exam. Ngayon, nung haba natin siyang sinolve, meron tong shortcut. May shortcut to. Okay? So, ang concept kasi, ang sabi, for minimum length of wire, running from the top of one post to the stake on the ground and to the top of another post yan. Kunwari daw, meron kang dalawang poste. Yan, dalawang poste. Yan. Tapos, nasa ground, nakabaon yung pipe sa ground. Tapos yan, kailangan nakaano daw dyan yung wire eh. Yan. Length of wire, ganyan, no? Yan. Let's say ito ay post 1 is A, tapos ito, yung post number 2 is B. Tapos ito may length 1, length 2, tapos ito X. Okay? Kapag in-extend mo daw ito pababa, makakabuo ka dyan ng panibagong ano, diba? Yan. Pag in-extend mo ganyan, yan. Extend natin sa baba. Ito, let's say ito, B pa din yan. Same. Kasi ito, pag in-extend mo pa ganyan, to the other side, itong horizontal distance na to, distance between the two post is D. Ayan. O, para saan yan? Ang pangat lang ng figure ko eh. May relationship daw yan. X over A is equal to D, A plus B. O, yan. Tandaan nyo itong relationship na to. Tandaan nyo itong itsura ng drawing. Tandaan nyo yung statement. Pero actually, kahit hindi mo naman tandaan yung statement, tandaan mo lang itong drawing nito. Kapara, kunwari, di ba, nag-illustrate tayo. Kapag nakita mo na parang kamukha siya nung shortcut, parang ganyan, gamitin mo itong relationship na to. Okay? So, sabi dito kasi, yan, nakalagay dito, parang ito siya, oh. Hindi niya ba napapansin, parang pareho. So, alamin lang natin yung mga elements. Alin ba yung X, alin yung A, alin yung D, ano yung A plus B. Okay? Dagdag. Wait. Sabi sa relationship, X over A is equal to D, A plus B. Base dun sa figure, yung X daw, siya yung distance nung post A dito sa point of intersection ng dalawang wire. Ano ba dito yon? Yung x pa din. Denote pa rin. Teka. X. Hindi, yung x pala ito. Distance nung horizontal distance ng post A to the point. Yan. Ano ba yung ano dyan? Di ba ito yung letter Z natin? Yan. Kung yung problem na ano natin, ito yung letter Z. Next, yung A. Alin yung A? Yung post A. Ano ba yung post A? Itong 8 kilometers. Itong 8 kilometers is equal to, alin yung D? Alin yung D? Distance between the two posts. O ito, distance ng dalawang cities, 15 kilometers. 15. Ano yung 8? Ano yung A? Yung 8. Ano yung B? Yung B, vertical distance between ng ground tsaka ng dulo ng post. As dito sa drawing illustration ng problem, 12 kilometers. Ayan. So, calculator. Alpha x over 8. 15 over 8 plus 12. So, x is equal to 6. Z is equal to 6. Ayan. So, Z is equal to 6. We arrive on the same answer. Okay? Shortcut to, guys. Kung ako sa inyo, kabisaduhin nyo na yan. Ayan. Ulitin natin ito yung shortcut for minimum length of wire running from the top of one post to the stick on the ground and to the top of another post. Tandaan nyo itong drawing na to. May dalawang not similar size na post. Yan. Tapos may wire sila na nagdudugtong mag-intersect na sa point na yan sa ground. Ayan. Ito yung relationship. X over A is equal to D over A plus B. Which same na nabuo nating drawing dito. Ayan. So, imbes na dumaan ka pa sa ganyan, calculus, algebra, lalo na kapag nagsisimplify ka na, kasi baka diyan ka pa mali sa simplification, tama yung calculus part mo, tama yung pagde-derive mo, doon sa pagsisimplify ka na mali. So, gamitin mo na lang itong relationship na to. We will arrive on the same answer. Okay? Yan. Sige, may mga problems pa tayo. Marami pa tayong problems about sa applications of maxima and minima para mas magamay natin siya, no? Yan. So for more engineering tutorials, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell button para updated tayo sa mga susunod pa nating tutorials. No? So, keep watching, happy learning, and padayon engineers!